We welcome Kate Del Castillo to 710 KURV. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're
We're
fine.
good. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to us today.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. How are you guys?
Good. Before we get to
A
the
little nervous.
what you really called to talk about, I noticed in your bio that you've got 5 movies set for release.
This year?
Oh boy. Well, no. Last year
Ah,
there were three of them, and this year it's gonna be one more, and the other one is not a movie; it was a TV series that's already out there.
La Reina del Sur.
Well, no, it's not La Reina del Sur. It's called Dueños del Paraíso, which is kind of similar, let's say.
We want to talk about the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, and a movie which is coming out or has come out
Yeah, it's already out.
called The Book of Life. Tell us about it and what role do you play? Don't tell me you play death.
I do. I do.
Uh-oh.
I do, but you know what? I'm full of life.
Well, and you sound like it. So what's this is an animated animated show?
Yes, it's an animated movie, and it's to be honest, I think it's one of the best ones I've seen. This is a very Mexican movie because it talks about this beautiful tradition we have about the Day of the Dead, and it's called Dia de Muertos. And the way we celebrate death, you know, we don't. It's not that we don't cry over our deaths or we don't feel it or we don't mourn them. It's the way to celebrate death and say they went to a better life, and we are going to give them whatever they love to. So on the Day of the Dead, we go to their graves, and we bring their favorite food and their favorite beverages, and we bring some, mariachi or whatever music the person loved, and that's a way to celebrate them because they go to a better place.
Kate, how did this, come to your desk, come to your attention? How were you given or pitched this role of La Muerte in this movie?
Oh my God, this is so funny. I was on a call on for how do you say a callback? Sorry, a callback for this for this TV series. So it was this pilot called The Strain, which is now out there and it's amazing. So it was a callback. Guillermo del Toro was there, so I was auditioning for him, and he was like, "Okay, I haven't seen him in years." Na. He's Mexican, right? So we talked in Spanish, and he's like, "You know what? I want to offer you this movie. We're doing this movie called El Día de The Book of Life, and talks about the Dia de Muertos, and I think it would be great." And I'm like, "Awesome!" So yes, I didn't get the part in the TV series, but I got this movie, which I think was, amazing.
Yeah.
And that's how I got there. And Jorge Gutierrez, who's the director and the creator of not only the animations but the entire story, wanted me there. So that was the way it was. I mean, I didn't audition or anything, but they know my voice and they know that I a lot of things like that. Yeah.
I've always wondered when it comes to animated movies. I know you're all in your studio when you do voiceovers, but did you ever get to interact with the other actors and actresses that play these other voices and characters?
Only once. I had 5 or 6 sessions. I don't remember. Very long sessions. Only me, and then I had this one session with Ron Perlman, who plays Xibalba, who's my husband for over 200 years.
That's a long time to be married.
That is a long time. It is a long time, 2 years.
So what's the target for or is there? Well, what's the target? I know you want everybody to watch the movie to go rent it or to stream it or whatever to purchase it, but who is it made for?
Well, because it's animated, most of the people think it's only for kids or for teenagers. And I don't agree. Actually, not only this one, but lately all the animated films are so deep, and I think they're for adults as well. So this one is, I would say it's more for teenagers and for adults than for really kids. But, I mean, everybody can watch it, of course. It's just very deep, and the message is amazing. It talks about love, and it talks about, being true to yourself and never listen to anybody but yourself and being, grow up in this world where it's really hard to grow up, So I love it. I just think there's so many messages, and it's a beautiful, visually, it's an amazing movie to watch.
Do you know Dia de los Muertos has increased in popularity here? I don't think as a religious occasion, but just as a cultural occasion. I'm not sure why it's growing, but is that true in California? Do you know?
Well, I think it is because, well, first of all, California, we have a lot of Mexicans here, so yes, I bet it's growing, and it's not, it has nothing to do, and you're totally right there. It has nothing to do with religion. It just has to do with celebrating death. Mm-hmm. So it's actually otherwise. It's just having fun, getting some tequila and mariachi, and just. Now
you're being stereotypical. You know that tequila, mariachi. Let's all.
I know, but we do drink tequila.
Kate, I have a question. I can honestly say I grew up watching your novelas because my mom. Maybe I shouldn't say this out loud because I'll get in trouble. But
love it.
I did, and I watched your novelas, and my mom was even saying how she would see your dad playing in these roles. So my question for you is, how was it? Was it hard transitioning from being a Spanish actress to now making these films in English?
It is hard just because I left town when I had everything to lose, and most of the time when you leave it's because you have nothing to lose. So for me, it's been almost 13 years since I left, and it's been really tough. It's been really hard, but I wouldn't regret one single day because it was a decision I made, and it changed my life, absolutely changed my life. And I'm still, doing TV series in Spanish, so all my fans and my people, my following are still there, and I still work for them. And, of course, for me, because everything I do it first for me, so I can be happy, Yeah. Mm-hmm. And but thank God I came here because by being here, I had even more work in my own country. Isn't that funny?
Wow.
Really?
Yes, and I had this amazing opportunities to work with, Kevin Kline, Tilda Swinton, Antonio Banderas, Julia Binoche, a lot of people that maybe if I stayed in Mexico doing soap operas, I wouldn't have, or telenovelas, I wouldn't have the chance to grow,
But you're paid so well, according to the First Lady of Mexico. She says y'all get paid so much money she can buy this humongous mansion down there.
No me lleves ahí, por favor.
Oh, gracias. Bueno, we're out of time anyway, so
but
I'm glad we all get the
brought
joke.
that up.
I'll explain to the listeners after we let Ms. Del Castillo go. Thank you very much for your time, and
Thank you
of
so
course
much, Ms. Del Castillo.
You and say hi to your abuelita and your mom.
I will.
Thank you very much for being with us, and good luck.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Kate Del Castillo is in this show.
That movie
that's
called Book of Life.
The Book of Life.
Mm-hmm.
You all mark Dia de los Muertos at your house?
No, I have never, my family has, we've never, ever done that.
You all regard that as somehow...
I guess we connect it with Halloween and
stuff.
As...
You didn't get any candy?
Lightly, I guess my family, we've never done Dia de los Muertos. We've never
Christmas?
done Halloween.
¿Celebras Christmas?
Pues sí.
Y Santa Claus?
But we've never done that. So you can't ask me if our listeners do they do something special? I know it's January, not October, or it comes out in November. I don't even know when Dia de los Muertos is.
October
November 1st or something like
30th? That? November 1st.
Or
obviously, we don't celebrate it.
Clearly, we don't know. But I've heard nothing but good things about this movie. It's called Book of Life. It's an animated movie. Channing Tatum is in it. Ice Cube. They do. It's just you have people from all over the spectrum in this movie.
Is Channing Tatum going to be in the second version, the sequel to Mad Mike? Is it Mad Mike? No.
It's Magic Mike.
Magic Mike, which I did not see.
Davis, you had to bring that up, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Just thought you wouldn't know.
I'm going to leave it at that.
What's interesting is not Channing Tatum. What's interesting is that Matthew McConaughey was able to pull it off. Stop. I'm actually not poking at my co-host. She doesn't understand me. She doesn't understand.